Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, guess what time it is? Like, you could almost like just start watching this instead of your watch. Like, if it's 6 o'clock on Wednesday, you know what's happening, right? So I just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It is Happy Hump Day. Guess what? We got a lot of stuff going on right now, like a lot of stuff. And I have a really amazing special guest tonight. You guys might know him as Country Joe. Well, that's what I know him as. I know his real name, but I just know him as Country Joe because that's just what he is. He's always been a special guest at the fair. He's been a great friend of mine. He's been a great friend to the karaoke community and to the live music scene. We're going to talk with him. You're going to find out all kinds of interesting stuff about him. I'm going to let you know how the last two venues that I was at this last week. Yeah, I know. This is becoming a broken record. Like, why are you not at 17 venues? Because it's karaoke season. That's why. So we're going to talk about those two venues I was at last week. We're going to talk about the one venue that I'm going to be at this next coming week. And we're going to take you into the website. We're going to show you what people say about Call Me Oz, and if you've got something to say about Call Me Oz, where you can say something about Call Me Oz. You like that? And then we're actually going to go all the way back to, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. I can't even remember when we started this crazy train, but I did this thing called the Tour of Albuquerque, and it's still on the website. So we're going to take you back down memory lane for that. Then we're going to talk about the karaoke showcase. How it's going. It's going great, and it's just getting better and better and crazier. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the crazy stuff going on at Red Velvet Underground, and especially tonight. Like, tonight would be an amazing night for you to be there. And then we're going to talk about the First Turn Lounge at the Downs Casino. And what's going on over there. There's some really interesting cash giveaways that are going on over there. So, hey, if you need some money, I'm going to tell you where to go tonight and get some money, okay? And then we're ready. We need like one more person to judge you, if that makes sense. And we're going to talk about talking guitars, because Country Joe is here. Only makes sense, right? Like, I searched the joke list for like 30 minutes, I kid you not, to find this joke. So you should probably wait till the end of the show just to hear this joke, like, seriously. And what else? Oh, Call Me Oz Live is going live in front of a studio audience next week. Like, we're going to give you all the details about that. And it very may be possible that the guy here tonight might also be there live with us next week. Just a possibility. So anyway, and we're going to talk about the Call Me Oz office and all kinds of good stuff. So if you are in any groups, we would appreciate it if you would share this live video while we're live in all the groups that you are in, because that is just really awesome, and we really appreciate it when you do that. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back to talk about all that stuff that I just talked about, okay? See you in a minute.
Leo's Bar Takeover Promotions present performers of the top 10 hits Stay My Love, Sly, Slick, and Wicked on Saturday, July 27th at 4 p.m. Hosted by Unique at Leo's at 12th and Candelaria.
What's up, y'all? My name is DJ Ash, and I will be your host every Thursday night here at Twist Nightclub, your new alternative lifestyle club here on 4th and Central. Every Thursday night, we have great singers, we have epic drink specials, and we have awesomeness. Please come down and see me.
It's time to get ready for our weekend karaoke. Come on down to Fiesta's Restaurant every Friday night with me, DJ Drastic, your karaoke host for the evening. We'll see you guys starting at 9 p.m.
Get $3 drinks here at Leo's, 12th and Candelaria. We also provide Safe Ride, home of the New Mexico music. Ciao!
Cities of Gold Casino presents DJ Drastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite you guys out to the Cities of Gold Casino. Inside the Golden Cantina, we brought karaoke starting at 9 o'clock with me, DJ Drastic, your karaoke host. I hope to see you guys every Saturday night at the Cities of Gold Casino inside the Golden Cantina.
Drastic Entertainment.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How's life treating you? I hope it's treating you well. We have Country Joe over here. How you doing, buddy?
Doing all right. About yourself, man?
I'm doing very well. Glad you're here.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Country Joe is really an awesome country acoustic guitarist, and he's going to play a few songs for us here in a little bit, right?
I'll be honored to.
And you're going to find out why, as far as I'm concerned, he is the best in the city. And if anybody has anybody better than him, go ahead and show them to me. But
I can name a few.
You can name a few?
Yes, I can.
Well, you're probably right, being in the industry, you know. So, okay, I'll give you that. But let me put it this way, as far as what I've heard, and I think I'm going to have to clarify that too. Maybe a difference between acoustically and in a band. Like, I don't think I've ever seen you actually play in a band.
Well, I actually do a few things around town. There's my band, which is actually called the Hard Living Band, and you can find that on my Facebook page, Joe Marcangelo, and it's pretty easy to find me. I also perform with a couple others. It's a group called Double Shot, and we handle all the old country, which is everything kind of like from, mostly what we do is everything from the 50s and 60s, and we do a lot of the old time stuff, the stuff that everyone says is too traditional or too country. That's what we do, and that's what I also do in the Hard Living Band as well. So there's really not much difference except for maybe attire. Kind of dress a little bit more traditional when it comes down to doing stuff with Double Shot or the Country Drifters, whoever else I'm with. If I'm doing the Hard Living Band, it's usually a little bit more modern. Just that's the way all of us are pretty much dressed up as. So it's a pretty cool deal, I guess. Nice, very nice. Yeah, I definitely got to make it out to see you in a band. I've seen you do acoustic a lot, of course, at Red Velvet, and even when I would go to your karaoke shows, and so I'd get to see you there. But it's very awesome. Let's say hi to Miss Millie. She's watching us. How's it going, Mill?
And Andreas Trujillo.
Hey, brother Andres, how you doing, man?
Yes. So howdy, guys. Thanks for joining us. We're definitely going to be talking to Country Joe throughout the show, and he's going to be doing some songs for us, so don't go nowhere on that. Last Friday, we had a satellite audition for the New Mexico State Fair over at Red Velvet Underground. That was epic.
Very cool.
We try to see how many times I can see epic on the show.
We honestly need to put a ding.
A ding!
And
so
just start saying it.
That'd be pretty cool, actually, to see that happen.
Right? Oh, that's the other word, is right. Okay, daughter, stop it.
Which one? Call her out.
That would be daughter number 2. Yes. Stop it.
Welcome to the show, daughter number 2.
Yes, you are not supposed to be dinging me during the... So hello, Mr. Karaoke and Mr. Michael Salazar. Thanks for joining us. Hey, while you guys are watching us, if you get a chance, jump on your phone or your computer and share this to every single group that you are in while we're live. So anyways, at Red Velvet Underground, this was just an amazing satellite night. We sent 2 people to the New Mexico State Fair. They were very awesome, very, very awesome. And then the very following night, we did our audition at the Cities of Gold up in Santa Fe, or Pewaukee, actually. And it was just off the chains. Oh my God, I could not believe the quality of singers on both nights. And but Cities of Gold was just unbelievable. So we sent 8 adults to the state fair on that night. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really, really amazing. Tomorrow night is one audition that we always wait for. We always look forward to it. They have been with us since 2014, since day one. And that is with Famous Amos at Effing Bar and Grill. This is always a jam-packed house. It is always an amazing night. Of course, everybody knows that Amos also runs the biggest night at the State Fair, which is the semifinals. And there is a reason why Amos runs that night, because you got to have somebody who is definitely very anal about everything that they do and is on spot on. And I don't say that in a bad way. I say that in a good way, right?
It's totally a good way. I mean, I've worked with Amos a number of times, so I know exactly what you mean by all that. And
Yep.
if you got to learn through anybody, Amos is the go-to guy.
Yes, he is just so spot on. It's amazing. I can give him the minute-by-minute schedule, which you're familiar with at the fair. And it's like you can just watch him, and minute by minute, he is dead on point the whole way through. And that is what it takes on the semifinal night, which has 24 semifinalists. Wow. And they're all prima donnas. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way. But yeah, it's amazing what's happening. Hey, Mr. Caveman, thanks for joining us, buddy. So basically, tomorrow night at Effing Bar, that starts at 9 o'clock, which means check-in begins at 8 o'clock and goes from 8 to 8:30, and then walk-ins from 8:30 to 8:45. So here's the situation that we're running into right now. As of right now, we have 2 spots available for walk-ins. So that means that if somebody shows up at 8 o'clock and they want to get in and they're not signed up yet, they can actually get in and take those 2 spots. Then at 8:30, if we have any no-shows, those spots will become available to anybody. Yes, Caveman, I just said anal. Yes, it's a family show. But you've got to understand, I didn't mean it in that way. Of course, Caveman. Of course, Caveman would take it that way, right?
He said it. That's cool.
He said anal.
It's cool.
Jeez, Caveman. It's no wonder. Is that a Kermit the Frog on your profile picture? Why am I not surprised? Yeah, so anyway, so when I was talking about that, that's because that's just, yes, never mind. Anyway, I'm moving on. I'm done. I'm done. But that was epic. So anyways, if you want to know where I am, you can go to Where is Oz Tonight. It's on the website. It's not hard to find, and you can find out where I am. But like I say, during karaoke season, I am only at the auditions. After the auditions, then I go back to my normal crazy life of... Actually, there's going to be some major changes at that time where I'm going to be to 6 to 7 venues per night, but only 1 night a week. So get ready for that to happen. Wow. And then Jackie will be out 1 night a week in 2 to 4 venues, and Disco Nanny will be out 2 to 4. So yeah, Caveman, we figured it out. It is Kermit the Frog.
Delay.
Anyway, moving right along. Want to show you something on the website, actually. What we want to show you is we have a specific page where you can go to find out what people say about what Call Me Oz is. So if you're on the main homepage right here and you click on the karaoke page right there, it will take you to the karaoke homepage. And there's a button right here, ironically enough, that says what people say. I wonder why we called it that.
I don't know.
I don't know either. There's a song called that. Most people know it. When you click on that, you go to this page and it says, so what people say about Call Me Oz. So you can see that these are postings from people. They go way back when. Yeah, so it's all kinds of stuff. And if you've got something to say about Call Me Oz and you would like us to publish it on this page, you can do that right here.
So you review them before you publish them?
Gee.
Probably should.
Yeah, we probably do. Well, I don't, but I'm sure Renee would. I am definitely sure about that. So it's just 2 simple questions. What do you want to say about Call Me Oz, and what do you think about it overall? If you could change it, we're always open to suggestions. In fact, I mean, really, the reason the website is what it is today is because people have told us the way it should be, believe it or not. That's how it's developed over the years. And you can also rate it right here and tell us what you think about it. So that's cool. The other page that I wanted to show you, we're going to go way back down memory lane, and it goes back so far, honestly, I can't even remember. I think it's been 8 years ago that I did this, 7 or 8 years ago. But again, you go to the karaoke homepage, and you go over here to Tour of Albuquerque, And so this is actually what the website used to look like back in the day, right? Like, what is up with these colors? And the worst part about it is these were not the same colors throughout the whole website. Do you remember this, Joe? Over the years, like way back when, these like were different colors throughout the whole website. It was crazy, and I thought it was cool. But so for those of you guys who know Jason Brooks, okay, he lives in Las Vegas. He watches the show a lot. But anyway, for those of you who know Jason Brooks, you should thank him for the changes that finally came about, okay? Because he would message me like every week, I kid you not. And he'd be like, dude, really? These colors, these fonts, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? They look great. Anyway, as time went on and we finally got real admins and real web developers and stuff, they finally convinced me to change the colors around. And so I did, but we decided to leave this page exactly the way it was way back when, so that every once in a while we can go back and just talk about it. So anyway, back on this time, this was back in the day when I was first starting this, and people wanted me to actually have a page where you could find a place to sing. And I was like, okay, well, the only way I can confirm this is if I go to these places myself. So I did. So in 12 days, I went to all these venues just to confirm it, and then I started finding a place to sing. Some of these places still exist. Of course, the Soch still exists, and they still do the Gong Show. In fact, they just finished it up. And then Sunset Grill still exists. Coach's is gone. Maloney's is gone. Elliott's is gone. Hollywood Casino is actually now Black Mesa, but they don't do karaoke there anymore. The Brio is now gone, actually, because it became Altitude. Is the water park. Now it's gone. Of course, Effing Bar is still here. Fiestas is still here. Louis is here. Barley Room is here. Retro is gone. Geckos, yeah, I think they're still here, but don't go there. Yeah, I said that live, and I've got a lot more to say if you want to push me. Ed's Pub is gone. Graham Central Station's gone. Evolution's gone. Lucky Lanes is gone. Yeah, Lucky Lanes. I think that was actually Lucky 66 Bowl. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's still here.
It's still here. Silva Lanes is still here. The Bird is still here. Oh, yeah. Spectators is here, but don't go there. Lucky's Lounge is gone. Sandia Casino's here, but they don't do karaoke. Post 99, yeah, they still do karaoke, but don't go there. Go to Post 49 instead. Blackbird is gone, and so Blackbird became Zulo's, and now unfortunately they're gone. Sidelines is still here. Desert Greens is now Paradise Country Club or something like that. And they do karaoke now on, but I think it's Wednesday nights. It should be on the website. The Press Room is gone. Allure is gone. Slate Street is there, but they don't do karaoke. But amazing place to play billiards. And 10 Pins is in Rio Rancho, and they still do karaoke on Saturdays. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the list. And then it actually I wrote like a narrative of each individual night, and honestly that's actually what started Find a Place to Sing as it is today.
Actually, as a blog, that isn't really a bad website. I mean, it looks like a blog website if that's the first one.
Yeah, and that's really kind of what it was. It's like, night number 9. So yeah, it's just kind of the rest of it up here that like why did I do this, But
asking myself that question.
Right. But anyway, it's so that's what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed going down memory lane. Like I said, I want to say it was 7 years ago when I did that. I can't remember, but so there it is. You ready to sing a song? Yeah. Country Joe wakes up ready to sing a song, don't you? Do you sing before coffee or after coffee?
There is no life before coffee.
That's right. Well, for me it's tea, but we'll go with that. It's all the same. All right.
Whenever you're ready, buddy.
Let's hear a nice little song from Country Joe. Ready?
Right. Yeah, sure.
Let's do this.
This right here is actually one of mine. This is called Where to Go From Here, and this is actually available on Reverb Nation, and I'll put it on some other places as soon as they give me the go-ahead. And like I said, it's called Where to Go From Here. walked right up to me, not knowing what she had in mind. She asked if I remembered her, but I ain't the remembering kind. Sitting at a table for three, she started prying in the past, like doing surgery with a pocket knife. My patience was fading fast. Now I ain't sure where to go from here, but damned if I care. Facing my worries and fears, part of me I don't like to share. I know the answer should be crystal clear, but I ain't sure where to go from here. I sat there like an open book. She highlighted all her compliments. You're talented and handsome, she said, but the good to me never made sense before she called it a night. Here's your homework, she told me. Learn my name by the time I return. Make sure your love ain't a fantasy. Now I ain't sure where to go from here, but damn if I care. Facing my worries and fears, part of me I don't like to share. I know the answer should be crystal clear, but I ain't sure where to go from here. I ain't sure where to go from here, but damned if I care. Facing my worries and fears, part of me I don't like to share. I know the answer should be crystal clear, but I ain't sure where to go from here. Hell no, I ain't sure where to go from here. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Very awesome. That was very awesome. Did you write that?
Yes, I did.
Really?
That's one of mine that I wrote.
Jeez. Now, did you get an award at one time for writing music?
Yeah, about 3 years ago, I actually took that very song and I entered it into the New Mexico Music Association's little awards for. They always put a whole bunch of these different things in there, like Spanish songs. You can do rock, even novelty, and some Christian stuff too. I actually entered mine into the best country song category, and I beat out a few more others, and so I always have that little plaque right there in my house to let me know I actually did something worthwhile. So that was right there, 2016 Best Country Song of the Year, voted by the New Mexico Awards.
Right.
So it's still something I'm still pretty proud of. So
Yeah. Well, you should be proud of that.
thank you.
That's why I say, you can say what you say, but I've seen you play and I've heard you sing, and I saw you do a 2-hour set at Red Velvet and not stop even 1 minute. And most people that get up to do a 2-hour set, they have to stop at least, in between each song, and then they usually got to take a break and all this stuff. And I'm telling you guys, I sat there for 2 hours and watched him go one after another, as if it was like on just listening to it, and it was nonstop. And that takes a lot of talent. And the other thing too is not once did his voice crack or run, nothing. I mean, it was so dead on. I'm telling you guys. So that is why I brought him on the show, because, I like to really bring in local talent that I really believe has talent to go to other places. So
Thank you.
that's what I think of you.
Thank you so much.
And speaking of Red Velvet Underground, and before we go talking about Red Velvet Underground, there's a couple of people I want to just say hello to. Thank you, Lenore, for visiting us all the way from California.
Oh, it did.
Yes. She does this to us every week.
Mm-hmm.
On purpose. She thinks it's funny. And, of course, we have Carter Thomas joining us. So there we go. And again, please share this to every group that you're in. So speaking of Red Velvet Underground, let's talk about that for a second because there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on over there. Next Wednesday, again, I'm reminding everybody, again, we are doing Call Me Oz live from Red Velvet Underground in front of a live studio audience. That means you. That means you guys are going to be part of the show. We want this place packed. We do not want a single seat in the house, right?
Right.
We want every seat taken up. And there's not a lot of seats, guys. So just letting you know that Country Joe is going to be there.
Yes, I am.
He's like, is he telling me now?
I am now.
Like, oh.
You are being there, right?
Oh, I'll be there.
Don't scare me like that, Joe. Okay? So he's going to be there. He's going to do a couple of songs for us. And we are going to have Jordan Jonas, the magician, there.
Ah, yeah.
So if you have not seen Jordan Jonas yet,
You're missing out.
let me tell you, you're about ready to have your mind blown, okay? He's going to be doing about a 10-minute set. And then we have Tyler Lovely doing a comedy show with Jared Ostrom. Now, if you don't know who these guys, do you know these guys?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God, these guys are freaking epic, okay? They do the open mic comedy every Tuesday at Red Velvet. They start at what, 6?
6 o'clock.
Because it's before it's before karaoke,
Usually
Joe.
before karaoke.
So they go from 6 to 7, and let me tell you, man, this guy, I remember the very first day he walked into Red Velvet. Like, he used to go there and do the open mic with Nicolina all the time, and then she kind of faded away, and he kind of took it over, and I watched him kind of become really good. He's funny.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
like, he is funny. So anyway, they're going to be there, and they're going to be doing comedy. You're going to be doing a couple of acoustic songs. We're going to have Jordan Jonas do a little bit of magic. And here's the best part about all this. There is no cover charge. It is free to get in. However, we do expect you to buy food and drink, okay? That is required. So
It's worth it, though. It's worth it.
It is worth it. Yeah, and you can buy a soda, you can buy a beer, you can buy a lemonade, you can buy a pizza.
I would definitely recommend those.
So anything along those lines, whatever you want to do is fine. There's no specific requirements, but you do have to make purchases. That's how you support the venue. So that's what we're going to do. Seating, so the doors will open at 4 o'clock. And as soon as the seats are full in the red room, the Red Velvet room, then you can go into the gold room. And there will be more seating in there. But if you want to actually see it live, then you want to be in the Red Velvet room. For sure. So get there as early as you can. Get there at 4 o'clock. Grab your seats. And fill it up, so we would appreciate that. Speaking of that, we're actually going to make a phone call to Dory real quick.
All right.
And here's the reason why. So, it was Dory's birthday yesterday. All these cancers in the world. Larry.
Hey, I'm one of them.
You're a cancer too?
Yeah. Last week, actually, last Wednesday.
I'm telling you.
And a cancer.
I'm telling you, this is crazy. I know way too many cancers. Okay, so
I'm the good kind, though.
I think all cancers are good. I really can't say anything bad about any cancer that I know. I mean, I'm sure there are some bad ones out there, but yeah.
I plead the fifth.
So, here's what's going on at Red Velvet tonight. They are celebrating Dory's birthday tonight.
Nice.
With 8 bands.
Killer.
She has 3 rooms now. I don't know if you knew that or not, but if you haven't been to Red Velvet in a while, you should know that she now has 3 rooms. She has the red room, the gold room, and then the new room that they just built.
Nice.
Which isn't even finished yet, but people are requesting to be in there, so I guess they're in there. So anyway, so let's call Dory real quick and see what she's up to. Just for fun. Let's see if she answers her phone. She's a pretty busy person, you know. Like, she's probably making a pizza right now.
Especially anytime after 6.
Yeah, pretty much. After 6, it's like pretty rough to get a hold of her. So we'll give it our best shot. We'll see if we get a hold of her. Hello. Hello. Phone is ringing. She's probably making a pizza.
Hi, this is Dory with the Pink Rhino.
She's making a pizza.
Government Underground Music Cafe.
Ah, darn. Well, shoot, we didn't get a hold of Dory. That's okay. We're still going to talk about Red Velvet because there's also something that goes on the last Thursday of every single month. And so the next one is July 25th, ironically, the day after the live show. So we used to do this every Thursday. We kind of consolidated it down to one Thursday a month. What happens is this. You remember Jackie? So Jackie does acoustic guitar from 5 to 7. Then from 7 to 9, we have comedy with Jason and Dawn and magic with Jordan. So he gets to do 2 nights in a row. And then from 9 to 11, we do nostalgic jazz with Swing Magique. Have you ever seen those guys?
I've heard of them. I just never had a chance to check out their show.
They're pretty epic. I love it. I love it.
That for you later.
That is awesome. The other thing that happens over there is it's family friendly, no cover charge. Food or drinks are required, of course. Family friendly karaoke every Tuesday with Karaoke Joe from 7 to 11.
Okay.
And family friendly karaoke with Kamikaze Karaoke every Friday from 7 to 11. And then open mic on Tuesdays with Tyler Lovely. And then we do Headliners Comedy on Saturdays with Kevin Kennedy. That is not so family friendly.
I can attest.
Joe knows Kevin. We all know Kevin.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we do. Kevin is not family friendly. And then we do live music there all the time. Like, there's always live music going on there.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel for Chris Raven, who has to book all these bands. I mean, jeez. It's crazy what he has to do. The other thing that's going on is, have you ever been over to the First Turn Lounge at the Downs?
Oh, man, years ago. 6 years ago, I actually debuted there with Double Shot.
Oh,
So
wow.
I actually got to break in that place when they first did the renovations back in 2013.
Okay,
Right
cool.
around that time when they were doing the renovations and they were making it a little bit better, so we were one of the first bands that they booked there.
Nice. Did you like that stage?
Oh yeah, I love the stage. It's, the venue too is pretty good. It's not very well insulated for musicians.
Right.
So it gets really loud in there really quick.
Yes, it actually does. And Amos just joined us. Hello, Amos. We just talked about the effing bar going down tomorrow night.
Famous Amos. If y'all haven't done it already, be sure and like Can You Karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see all the different venues that Amos performs out of.
Mm-hmm.
And the two of them that you can definitely check them out, especially if it's tonight or maybe even tomorrow. Tonight, I believe you could still catch him over at Sideline Sports Bar and Grill, and tomorrow you should be able to catch him at Effin.
Yes.
Because tomorrow is Thursday, right?
Yes, and that is actually the audition night. But again, as you know, we mix in regular singers with contestants.
Right.
So even if you're not competing, you can still come to the effing bar and still have a great time. In fact, we've had tons of people telling us that the nights to go do karaoke is on the audition nights because there's so many people and the energy from it is so much fun.
Oh,
that
definitely.
it is the night to go sing karaoke. So yeah, you can catch them at Sidelines tonight from 8 to 12. Mm-hmm. And then effing bar tomorrow from 9. So they always go from 9 till 1:30. Most likely they'll go till 1:30 tomorrow night.
Yes, they will.
Because it will be busy. So yeah, and Brian just joined us too. Brian is the coordinator for Christopher's Mission at Knights of Columbus, which is going to be the very last chance to qualify for the state fair. So howdy, Brian. And Trina has just joined us from Silver City. You're awesome, Trina. She drove all the way up here to qualify for the fair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she qualified. So she's done this for years, so she knows what she's doing. So anyway, that's what's going on. So First Turn Lounge at the Downs, they are now a Call Me Oz sponsor.
Sweet.
They just jumped on board this last week. And so what's going on over there is Camo Karaoke took over about 6 months ago.
Woohoo!
In case you guys didn't know that, if you still think it's the other people, it's not. It is Camo Karaoke. They took over, I believe it was 6 months ago. They have DJ Seth there. And you know who Seth reminds me of is, for those of you who maybe remember, is DJ Speed Racer. Do you remember Speed Racer from Camo Karaoke?
Been a long time.
Okay, he was voted best KJ like years ago, and I mean he would do Blackbird, and it was ridiculous. And but anyway, that's who Seth kind of reminds me of. So he runs the shows over there every Tuesday night, every Wednesday night from 7 to midnight. And what's cool is every time you sing a song, you get a ticket, and you put it in the thing, and then on Wednesdays, the thing, you know, the thing that spins like this, okay? God. Quit capping on my vocabulary today. I cannot talk today, just so you guys know. And my horoscope even warned me of this.
He said thing.
It did. It warned me. But anyways, yeah, it goes in the thing that they spin, you know. And then on Wednesday nights, they draw 3 names. And each of those people win, I believe it's $50 cash, if I'm not mistaken.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah, go out, do some karaoke, have some fun, meet with your friends, maybe drink a beer or soda or lemonade. And yeah, and you might win $50. And then the very last Wednesday of every month, they double the prize.
Ooh.
So it's $100. So yeah, so there you go. That's what happens. It's definitely a great place. And man, do they have drink specials. Like they have unlimited happy hour, in case you didn't know.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's crazy unlimited. I think it's $3 domestics, $4 fireballs and Jaegers.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then like everything is on special in the bar. Like just go up to Eric, the bartender, and go, so what's on special? He's just going to go, everything. What are you drinking? It's really cool the way they do it.
I like that.
So yeah, it's going to be epic.
Ding.
Thank you.
We started tuning in at 2, so.
So
We're actually on the same chord. I like that.
So, New Mexico State Fair.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now. That's what's going on in the city, of course. That's what it's all about. That's all you go to every venue, you see the posters, that's all you hear about, okay? I want to thank the karaoke community for making it as big and what it is. Every year it just gets bigger and bigger, crazier and crazier. Are you ready to be a special guest again?
Yep.
Okay. I remember the first year that I asked him to be a special guest at the fair, he was like shaking in his boots. No, seriously, he was.
I didn't think my heart would ever go stop racing.
We all were, man. Even you.
Shh.
That's a secret.
That's a secret. Don't tell people that I was shaking in my shoes, man.
You admitted it last week.
I actually was. I actually am every single year. That very first night, very first day that I got to get up and sing that very first song. I'm just like, ah. So you ready?
Yeah.
To be a.
We're gonna do it after this.
Huh?
What?
Never mind. Go.
Oh, so.
No, I'm saying I'm ready to be a special guest.
Yeah, he's ready to be a special guest again. And this year you probably weren't shaking your shoes as bad.
Now that I know what to expect, I should be okay.
And you played at the Bucking Bar last year.
Yes,
didn't
I
you?
did. Yes, I did.
Cool. Have they contacted you this year?
Not yet, but I'll probably hear something within the next month or so.
Yeah, or you can contact him.
That's
of course,
true.
too. He was on the show last week.
Really?
Yeah, Isaac.
Okay.
Yeah, he was on the show last week. So I know he's booking now. So
I'll get a hold of him, see what he says.
You were there last year. Were you there the year before?
Just to hang out.
Okay, I couldn't remember. So anyway, yeah. So they were at the fair. So what's going on is this. We started back on April 19th, of course. We went through the preliminaries, went to Lucky 66 Bowl. We took the first 10. That was outrageous that night. And then we did the minors, so that's all set up. And then we did Camino Royale, and we sent 8 from there. And then we did Billiards Palace. Oh my gosh. That place was nuts. Like nuts. It was crazy. And then we went to the Golden Cantina, which we just talked about was last Saturday. Was that last Saturday or the?
Last Saturday.
I'm sorry, I lose track of all this stuff. So anyway, tomorrow night's effing bar. We just talked about that. And then after effing bar, we hit Fiesta's Cantina next Thursday. let me tell you something. You want to be there just to get the bandanas for that night. I have a special set of bandanas just for that night. Week from Thursday.
Week from a good time, folks.
Yes. Fiestas is full, like all the venues are. Actually, all the primary venues are now filled up. I don't know if I said that. But you can always go and try to be a walk-in. And if you can't be a walk-in, at least you still get to sing. Or you can sign up for one of the satellite venues that are at the end of the season. So that is Fiestas. That'll be a week from that. And then the Thursday after that, we do Mariscos Altamar down in Los Lunas. And then the Wednesday after that, we do Leo's Nightclub. How does Leo say it? Come on, I can't say it. That was epic.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. So Leo's, again, that one's full. And then the last one of the primaries is Kilt Check Brewing, and that is going to be on a Sunday.
Okay.
At 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Check-in's 2 o'clock. So for those of you that need a daytime venue, there it is. And it's family friendly, so you don't even have to find a babysitter for that one. So pretty awesome. Suzanne has just joined us. Suzanne, just so you guys know, does the face painting right next to the side of the stage every year. So we always look forward to her.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to paint my face this year, Suzanne? That would be kind of epic. All right. So that's the primaries. Then we're going to talk about the satellites. So the Alley Cantina is done. Red Velvet is done. The Skillet in Las Vegas is next. That is on August the 8th. That is on a Thursday. We will take up to 12, and we're sending 2. Then we have Sidewinders Ranch. That is all, just so you guys know, we have canceled all the preliminaries and set them all up as one night only. Okay, so if you haven't been contacted yet, you should probably check your email because we sent that stuff out like a long time ago. Okay, so Sidewinders is one night only on August 13th. Twist Nightclub, one night only August 15th. Ribs in Los Lunas is Tuesday, August 20th. And then Christopher's Mission is the very last chance to qualify, August 24th. There will be no limit on how many can sign up, but we're only sending the last 2 to the fair. Then after that, we have what's called the wild card. Mm-hmm. So the wild card, anytime that a venue shuts down during a season or for some reason can't do their competition, then at the very end of it all, what we do is we take the next 8 that would have qualified based on scores, and that's who we send to the fair.
Okay.
So at the end of all this, somebody might get a phone call that says, hey, you're going to the fair.
There we go.
It's kind of cool.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. So, you know, in speaking about cancers, just so we know, speaking about cancers, you're a cancer, you're a cancer, you're a cancer, you're a cancer. That could be like a song. There's also a very significant person in Call Me Oz that is also a cancer.
Okay.
And today is her birthday. And I'll just tell you right now, if it wasn't for this woman, Call Me Oz would not be here today. She doesn't like me to tell people why, but let's just say that without her, Call Me Oz seriously would not be here today. And that is, you know her as Disco Nanny. Her name is Sandy McDaniels on Facebook. I am taking her to lunch on Friday because she's so busy with birthday dates. That's the earliest she could see me.
Yep.
And so anyway, I'm taking her to lunch. So if you guys run into her somewhere, wish her a happy birthday. Buy her a drink, even though she doesn't really drink that much. But hey, you know, give her some food.
Happy birthday.
She likes food. Happy birthday, Disco Nanny. Yes. And Suzanne just said that, yes, she's going to paint my face. That's epic. Mike Mirabal is watching. Thank you for joining us, buddy. We appreciate you. So anyway, that's what's happening with the satellites. Then, now I'm going to try to make a quick phone call here while I talk about this guy. So the winner this year from the state fair is going to move on to a bigger competition in Laughlin, Nevada. Wow. It's called Talent Quest.
I heard of that.
Okay, so the first place winner will go expense paid. That means we pay their airfare and their hotel for 7 days for 2 people. And they will be entered into Talent Quest.
That is so cool.
Right? The second place winner will go 75% paid, and the third place winner will go 50% paid. And then also, here's the thing, all other 93 contestants that make it to the state fair also qualify to go to Talent Quest, but they got to pay their own way. But the cool thing is the hotel is only $650 for all 7 days for 2 people.
Oh, man.
And that includes your entry fee into Talent Quest. So you can't beat this, guys. I mean, seriously. So anyway, yeah, you want to do this. The other thing is if you want to go into additional entries, they're only $200. And the way they base the prize, you don't know how much the prize is going to be because it all depends on how many people enter. So it becomes a purse, and then the percentages get paid out of there. So that is what it is. I don't know if we'll be able to get a hold of this guy because he's like super, super busy, but we'll try. This is the guy that puts Talent Quest together. His name is Alan McDonald, and we'll see if we can get him on the phone. If not, we'll talk a little more about that.
Well, hello, sir.
Oh, well, hello, Mr. Allen. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. So you are actually live on Call Me Oz Live right now. Are you okay with that?
Oh, perfect. Yes.
We really didn't think you would answer the phone because you're so darn busy. So we're just actually sitting here with Country Joe. He's an awesome local acoustic guitarist. He does country music. He's pretty epic. Oh yeah, every time I say epic, he hits his guitar. We were just talking about what's going to happen to the winner from the state fair and where they go from there.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. So they are going to Talent Quest.
Yes. Talent Quest in Laughlin, Nevada for the international finals.
Nice. And so we only have a few minutes, Alan, but can you just tell everybody out there what is Talent Quest?
Well, Talent Quest is an international karaoke contest, and we call it karaoke because obviously the contest is in the bars that holds karaoke, but when the people get to the international finals, they are singers from all over the world that are wonderful performers and singers, and our contest is based mostly on vocal and performance, not just singing, and we try and help teach them to get comfortable and improve their stage performance to the point where they could be like Country Joe there, be able to sing anywhere, be comfortable, and have a great time out there and have a wonderful experience with it.
Very, very nice. So we have people from all over the world.
Yes, we have Finland coming, we have New Zealand coming, we have Australia coming, we have England coming, South Africa, Canada, of course, United States, Jamaica, and that's all I can think of off the top of my head, but I know there's a couple more countries coming.
That is really, really awesome. So now what we're doing down here is, so everybody that qualifies to the New Mexico State Fair qualifies to go to Talent Quest and compete. So the other question, I actually had a question from a particular person that asked, do you have to be 21?
Yes, unfortunately, because we hold it at Tropicana Hotel and Casino, there isn't a lot of places for people under 21 to go besides the room, the showroom, and the pool. It's really not conducive to have it under 21. It wouldn't be fair that we'd be singing in the lounge, and during the off time, we have a lounge set up with karaoke for people to sing.
Yeah.
And they would have to stay on the outside of it, of course, because of the gambling and the liquor laws of Nevada. So we've been inquiring about how we can do it, but at this point, yes, you have to be 21 years of age or older.
Okay, good to know. And we had one of our champions from 2016 compete in Talent Quest last year. Was that?
Yes, Will Celestial?
Yes.
Yes. Met a wonderful gentleman, and he did a wonderful job. He actually went out to Oklahoma and competed at the state finals there, won the state championship for Oklahoma.
Nice.
And then went out to the international finals and took second in the pop male categories.
Wow. Yeah, he is an incredible singer.
Yes.
He is just touring the country right now, he's killing it everywhere.
Yes, I saw he was down in Texas, yes.
Yes, he just took to represent Texas in the Karaoke World Champions, I believe in 2 categories, duet and male singer, I believe. So watch out for Will.
Very talented gentleman, very talented.
Yes, he is. So we're going to get back off the phone here and get back to the show, but I am so glad you answered the phone. Is there anything else you want to tell to people out there?
Just do your best, get up there and have a great time. Remember, it's all about singing and just sing your heart out.
Okay. Sounds good, Alan. Well, you take care.
All righty, sir. We will talk to you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was really awesome to get Mr. Allen on the phone and on the show to clarify that information for us. And I want to thank Sharon Combs for joining us. Her daughter is the one that took first place last year for the minors.
Absolutely
Very cool.
amazing kid.
Oh, amazing. Just amazing. So the cool thing at the fair this year, in case you haven't heard, is we have open karaoke from 5 to 6. We will be opening registration for that in about a month. So you can actually go online and reserve your spot to sing at the fair. That way you don't show up at the fair and find out you can't sing. But we have an extra 15 minutes every day. We will have a band in between the open karaoke and our showcase. And then after the showcase, we actually have more open karaoke until they kick us out.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool? So I guess Caveman says Jason Brooks is now watching. We were giving you a shout out, Jason, for fixing the website. So you should watch the show later. So anyway, that's what's going on. And then, of course, the final day is minors, special recognitions, and cake for everybody. Yummy, yummy. And we still need one more judge, I believe. And this is just a backup judge, mainly for the fair. So if you want to apply, you can go to callmeows.net, click on the State Fair button, and then click on Judges Applications, and you can fill it out. And if you're part of the karaoke community, you cannot be a judge. Just as simple as that. Yeah, no, Joe, you can't be a judge. Sorry. Sorry. Also, if you want to order some merchandise, you can get Call Me Out's t-shirts, women's t-shirts, hoodies, koozies, onesies, and more. Just click on the button that says Call Me Out's merchandise. You can support my family because it needs it. Because I got kids. I have adult kids. Those, yeah. And grandkids. Larry is just rubbing his head. Hey, it could be worse. I mean, Drastic. Have you heard Drastic talk about the bartender at Cities of Gold? You got to support him and his 32 kids.
No.
Oh, he's up to 32 now. Okay.
What was he at, 28 last time?
Yes.
Yeah, I think she raises it by 4 to 5 kids a year. I just think she does that automatically. And of course, we are here every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Even when some people go camping.
Yes.
How we do that, hey. And even when I'm not here, hey, we make it happen. Because, yeah, that's just the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes late.
Sometimes late, but it still happens. It might happen at 6:11. I did that on purpose. Ha! So, what do you guys think? Should we have Country Joe sing another song for us?
Sure.
Yes.
We have a sure, we have a yes, we have a yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
We have a yes, yes, yes. You ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Positive.
He says, yeah, he's epic. All right.
Here we go.
Here we go with Country Joe.
It's another one called Make Her Stay. This is actually another one of the originals that I have.
Nice.
So this will be a great time to plug that sometime soon.
You got it.
When I actually create more information, I'll plug more. She rolled into my side of town from out east one mid-March day. She needed a change of pace. Glad that change brought her my way. Her blue-tinted wavy brown hair, porcelain skin and sapphire blue eyes. Well, she ain't what you'd expect around here. Her existence really caught me by surprise. The thought of her makes me smile. I'd do anything to get get hers in return. Her laughter floods like summer rain. Her love of life warms like a bonfire burn. Follow her anywhere, coming home or going away. She may be on the move, or maybe I can make her stay. She came from the Broadway Empire, wound up in the Lone Star State. What brought her here to the land of enchantment must have been a twist of fate. Some northern rock in a southern summer dress, got everything I've been looking for. A touch of artist with a little bit of beauty queen. Is there something I can do? Maybe 1, 2, 3, or 4. The thought of her makes me smile. I do anything to get hers in return. Laughter floods like a summer rain. Love of a life warms like a bonfire burn. So maybe on that move, coming home or going away. I don't really want her to go, so maybe I can make her stay. What is it about this girl that made me take a second look? I think she's a dream come true, the perfect woman from every romance book. The thought of her makes me smile. I do anything to get hers in return. Her laughter floods like a summer rain. Her love of life warms like a bonfire burn. I'd follow her anywhere, coming home or going away. She may be on the move, but maybe I can make her stay. I don't want her to go, so maybe I can make her stay. Either way, I'm glad that that girl came my way. Darling, won't you stay?
Wow. Very amazing.
Thank you so much.
Very amazing. Very amazing. What do you think your guitar would say to you if it could say something to you?
Ouch.
Like pick on someone your own size?
It was right on it, though.
That was the joke of the night.
If I was going to do that, I'd probably need like a mini, because I'm only 5'7". I'm on the short spectrum. I know where I stand.
Where are you from originally?
Oh, originally I'm from here, Albuquerque, but I spent a lot of time in Texas, around the San Antonio area.
Oh, nice. Very, very nice. So what got you into playing guitar and singing?
Honestly, I've been singing all my life. I learned guitar when I was about 10 years old. My dad was actually the liturgical choir director over at our church, so I learned by watching him and everything that he did.
Mm-hmm.
And I never had any formal lessons. I never really had anybody like try to teach me what to do with it. I mean, I just learned purely by observation.
Wow.
So I really am a self-taught.
Nice.
In every sense of the word.
Very, very nice. Now, do you play any other instruments?
I can pick around with the banjo a little bit. I've played bass a number of times, and I was actually a drummer back in high school for a metal band, of all things. And I've actually, thanks to my my pedal steel guitar player, Mr. Larry Wisner, who's been with the Hard Living Band for the past 3 years or so. He's actually been teaching me lap steel, pedal steel, and dobro. So
oh, wow.
Getting me more into that kind of aspect.
Right, right. So are you playing anywhere right now?
I've got a couple gigs that are coming up, a couple private events here and there. The last Tuesday of every month, except for next month, which is going to be the one before. But you can always find me at Sandia Casino, always there in the little Third Paw Lounge when they have their Country Tuesdays. So pretty much the last Tuesday of every month. But next month is actually going to be August 20th. I switched with a friend of mine who needed that day off.
Oh, okay.
And usually I'm around Isleta Casino in the 777's lounge. So that's one place. There's a couple other places too. And the big one that I probably need like the most attendance is going to be at the Dirty Bourbon. And that is going to be for, I want to say Saturday, November, December, November. I can almost think. I mean, I have to almost think in Spanish sometimes. But you could actually find me there Saturday, October 12th. And then the next one will be Friday, November 26th or 27th, whatever that one is, the week of Christmas.
Okay.
So I'll be there on that Friday.
Now, do you post this stuff on your Facebook page?
Always.
Always?
I always keep a pretty up-to-date gig schedule of where you can find me, and I'm always available for weddings and graduations and all that. Just follow my little link that they'll provide for you, and we'll work something out.
And so do you share these events to the Call Me Oz Fun Life group as well when you have them?
If I get around to it, because I know that in between the time that I'm trying to get the stuff done for Facebook and then get up to Reverb Nation, then bands in town, it's kind of like lost in translation.
Right, I get that. Well, always feel free to share it to the Fun Life group. Of course, that's what it is there for. Right. What are your future plans?
Pretty much just keep on going with music.
Nice.
This is just what I'm going to be doing for pretty much for the rest of my life. I mean, they'll probably have to call in the EMTs to come and get me off the stage.
Right, I know that feeling.
So I ain't going nowhere, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you got anything else to tell our lovely audience out there?
Just thank you so much for tuning in here, and be sure and look up all the stuff on Facebook. That can lead you to all the other places, and if you think you want to hear... All right.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to hear where I'm going to do some other stuff, just be sure and look up for all that, because at least at the beginning of every month I try and post a little thing for wherever I'm going to be at. It's a little post, I guess is what you would call it. So it's a pretty good time for me. I love every moment of it.
Yeah, there's nothing like being on the stage.
Yeah.
There is no comparison to that. So, well, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Glad you did. So again, remember, next Wednesday, Red Velvet Underground, we are going to come to you live in front of a live studio audience. So we want you
debuting a new song right there, so
yeah,
y'all get the first chance to hear it next week.
Live. So be sure and join us. We look forward to seeing you guys then. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you at Effing Bar tomorrow.